Yeah, I'm live. It's 4:11 a.m. and it's September 13th, 2025. So let me go ahead and say something because I gotta say something. The hypocrisy is amazing to me, right? The hypocrisy is very amazing to me. So so you know, tragically, Charlotte Kirk, as we know, has died of the results of his uh, inflicted, you know, died of his wounds from uh, from gunshots, right? But nobody don't want to be, in my opinion, want to be honest about the words and that came out of his mouth. So what I'm gonna do, because I got some of the things, and he said himself, and no, this is not a celebration. I don't celebrate nobody's death, but I'm not going to sit here and be mournful about it too, because of you know for me it's not about ideology, but for me it's about um people with influence having a voice, and their influence is radicalizing people to a point where if you're not of a Judeo-Christian, what's going on, Queen? People who are not of a Judeo-Christian um, or white Anglo-Saxon perspective, you are not in the position, or you should not be. You should be not heard, right? You should be seen but not heard in some cases. So yeah. So I want to say a shout out to V Dub Boogie, right? Shout out to V Dub, because V Dub put this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and share some screenshots, because because I'm gonna make this short about Charlie Kirk, but then I'm gonna move on to who my real objective is, right? So shout out to V Dub Boogie, right? So V Dub actually posted with Charlie Kirk's anti-black quotes, and I know it's not showing the entire, showing, there's no video of what he's showing, but uh I might do a video of all of the racist, anti-black, anti Muslim, anti whatever the case statements, and I'm gonna do a collage video later on. If not though, if there's already one existed, I'll try to repost it. So let's shout out to V Dub Boogie. Now maybe it's too early, but the information is flowing dramatically at this point. I gotta share Charlie Kirk's anti-black quotes. Prowling blacks go around for fun to target white people. That's a fact. If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. George Floyd was a scumbag. MLK was just a man, a very flawed one, a mythological anti-racist creation of the 1960s. Now, the anti-racist thing, right? It's really a code word for socialist. That's why they use that term anti-race. Well, anyway, so the great replacement is not a theory. It's not a theory, but it's reality. If I'm dealing with someone in customer service who is a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? Leaders won't do what is necessary, which is arresting black criminals. Black crime is a major issue in our country. What is the real problem exactly? The real problem is that black fathers abandon the women they impregnate. The problem is blacks that kill themselves a lot, kill others, kill each other rather in inner cities. Black crime is a huge problem no one wants to talk about. It's not racism. Black Lives Matter wants to fan the flames of a race war in our country. This is an outright threat, a full frontal domestic terrorism in our country. An LBM Incorporated leader drove through a holiday parade. He's talking about what happened in Minnesota, which Jay Prince for president was supporting this dude. See, leave that alone. The alleged attacker was a black supremacist terrorist. In a way, he was. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, when he was, I mean, he plowed through a whole group of people. Juneteenth threatens the fabric of our country. Juneteenth should not be a federal holiday. We should not be like we're acting like a Trayvon. You're a Shaquita. And about Yusef, I can't pronounce the name. Central Park 5. He took the part of the gruesome gang rape of a jogger in Central Park after getting away with gang rape. But they was proven not innocent. Why you see, affirmative action does not address the real problem: black crime. Black fathers abandoning their children. Black crime is a huge part no one wants to talk about. See, let's talk about this. Affirmative action benefits. First of all, affirmative action came to be about because of Richard Nixon, and second, in 1970, and second, affirmative action mostly benefits white women. More than 600 white women a year are murdered by black men, by blacks. You see, yeah. He said, "Can you do more of these things?" He said, "Yeah, because there are some things that's a lot worse than that." So I'm gonna find a collage, right? But this is not who I'm after, right? This is not who I'm after, right? I'm not after that person, right? I'm talking about this person right here, right? Now, Larua Loomer, right? Now, I'm on my Twitter page. So here's the widow. You know, she has his casket, and you can see his body up in that casket. You know, she's over there, you know, trying to feed off of you know, Charlie Kirk's, you know, trying to grift. And this is some of the tweets that Larua Loomer made, right? Good. There's 2,000 more. Over 2,000 migrants had died crossing the Mediterranean so far this year, and she's saying, well, there's 2,000 more. Here's the 2,000 more, and she said we need to start arresting people for glorifying political violence. Enough is enough. And here is what she said right here. When Joe Biden earlier this year, Joe Biden had cancer. So here's what Larua Loomer said. I'm happy to see Joe Biden is suffering. It makes me happy to know he's going to have a terrible time in his last days in office. I'm happy his wife gets to watch him rot away like trash pile he is and always has been. Today was very satisfying for me. Don't ever forget what Joe Biden and his enablers took away from all of us. Biden doesn't deserve. Oh, scratch that. Hold on. Biden does not deserve any empathy, any sympathy He's a sick, twisted old man, right? And here is Loomer going after Jasper Crockett and so forth, right? And right before the assassination of Charlie Kirk, she was cooking and roasting uh, Charlie Kirk. She was cooking, roasting. So here's what she has stated, right? I don't ever want to hear Charlie Kirk claim he's pro-Trump ever again. After this weekend, I'll say he's revealed himself as a political opportunist, and I have had a front row seats to witness mental gymnastics these last 10 years. Lately, Charlie has decided to behave like a charlatan, claiming to be pro-Trump one day while he stabs Trump in the back the next. See, all this is Larua Loomer, right? Let's go to another one, right? And let's go to this one right here. Last year, when let me go over here. Um, she said this right here. She said, and this is about Sheila Jackson Lee. Sheila Jackson Lee is a congresswoman, was a congresswoman from the 18th district of Texas, congressional district of Texas, and she died of cancer. And the body was not even cold, right? When as soon as announced, she said this: even on her deathbed, this ghetto bitch couldn't keep President Trump's name out of her disgusting mouth. I'll say rest in peace, but we all know lying Democrats who have destroyed our country are going to hell. Sheila Jackson Lee will be remembered as a destructive force in America and one of the most low IQ members of Congress in the history of our nation. Today she died. Instead of spending her final moments with her family, she was talking shit about Trump on X and spewing more lies. She won't be missed, but I'll be sure she will still be voting Democrat this November. Good riddance. And that's y'all's, you know, that's Larua Loomer. And you know what? I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. Let me make that big, right? Let me make that big so y'all can see this for yourself, right? So let me see who's in the chat room real quick. I see Queen Sunkiss. I see Freddy was going with you. There's 10 people watching me as we speak. And I gotta talk about something too though while I'm here, right? I find something very comical. Right? And I might have to let me see if I can make this. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me talk about this part because this right here, right? Yeah, let me go ahead and talk about this. This right here is very problematic, and I would say is very uh-oh, what happened? You lost connection to your audio. Hold on, let me stop. Let me do this real quick and put it on myself and let me um let me do this. Let me try to. Yeah. Oh, hopefully that will solve that. Hopefully that will solve that part. Okay. Let me get back to where I was at. And get right back to where I was at. So Yeah. So let's get back to where I was at. So here is what the governor of Utah said, which I find very troubling. And since the person who is next to the governor, I want y'all to look at his facial expressions. I want you to look at his facial expressions as this is being said, right? Because I'm gonna play it twice. I hope I can play it twice so you can hear it, right? Now, he was he was hoping that it was. Oh, hold on. She didn't hear anything. Uh oh. Let me. Okay, let me do this then. Let me do this then. Right. Let me do this then. Let me stop. Let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing. And wait a minute. What happened to my screen? Wait a minute. This is weird. Um, High panel. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Got technical difficulties. Technical. Uh, why is my screen shrunk? Now that's weird. That's weird right there. That's weird. Is screen y'all messing up? What's going on? I mean, anyway, um, how did that came to be? Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Be right. Okay. Can y'all hear me? And why is my screen? Okay, I'm back. Okay. So can y'all hear me? So let me get back to where I was at. So we're going to get back to here, and this is very comical, right? It's very comical and also sad and weird at the same time.
This bad stuff happens.
Uh, if you can hear the audio, can you press one, please? Okay, I see people say yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and put that. So let's hear this, right? Let's hear this.
Um, and for 33 hours, I was I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, "Hey, we don't do that here." And indeed, Utah is a special place. We lead the nation in charitable giving. We lead the nation in service every year. Um, but it did happen here. This
Now, look at the FBI. Pat Tail, right? Pat Tail is the brown skinned man sitting right there, right next to the governor, who's saying, "Oh, I wish I was hoping it was somebody from out of town or from another country, another state." And look at his eyes, right? Look at his eyes as the governor is speaking, right? Look at his eyes and facial expression. Oh, no, get out the way. Get out the way. Okay.
Stuff happens. Uh, um, and
Yeah. The FBI director. This is comical to me. And when I say comical, I'm not talking about the tragedy. I'm talking about, okay, which one? Look at the facial expressions of the FBI director, who is the brown skinned man. Patel is the brown skinned man. The person who is speaking is the governor of Utah, right? So let's go ahead and hear this, right?
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us.
You see his eyes flared up. Hold on. No. We got to go back. We got to go back over here. See, look at his face when he said that.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us.
You see his facial expression just changed. Oh my God! This right here, the facial expressions is very comical because he was like, "Huh? I'm not one of you. I'm not an American. I mean, what do you mean not one of not one of us? Or you happy that it's what do you mean by that? It doesn't even look right. And look at the FBI's reaction to this, right? It is very I don't know. But anyway, you can continue the rest of it, right?
That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, "Hey, we don't do that here." And indeed, Utah is a special place. We lead the nation in charitable giving. We lead the nation in service every year. But it did happen.
See, the facial expressions, and yeah, he said the opposing people are so ridiculous. They're trying to make sure, as they know their names, they pray for the God for that God was a Muslim. Yeah. Exactly. What this guy said, pay close attention to the Patel when he says other country. Yes. Now, they said the sign is used as a decoy for the Charlie Kirk assassination. Used for oof. Wait a minute. Let me click on this.
And I'm a huge Broncos fan, so I was.
Wait, hold on. Let's start over. All right.
It was an interesting time when I went to. I was in Denver just on September 10th, 2001, and I'm a huge Broncos fan, so I was good. It was the opening night of Denver Broncos Stadium. I went down there, and we were playing the Giants that night, and so it was a huge event for us. I remembered everything that happened. We opened the stadium on September 10th, 2001. And so, I was, we won the Giants, which was good. I remember that was when Ed McCaffrey actually got hurt that night on a season-ending injury. And so I'm ready to go leave the hotel on September 11th, early that morning, and go back to Salt Lake City. And they said, come down, look in the lobby. Something's happening here. They said there's a plane that's headed towards one of the towers.
Okay, I'm not gonna play that, but yeah, I find that weird. I find that weird. So let's go to Representative Nancy Mace, and she's acting a fool. Make me want to bring back the death penalty. Uh, let's go over here real quick. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, enough is enough. Nancy Mace comments on the reports of Charlie Kirk's killer alleged being pro-tranny. Okay, and then let's go over here real quick. We truly believe if Tyler Robinson had ever sat down across from Charlie, the great debater, the man of faith, Charlie wouldn't have pulled Tyler wouldn't pull the trigger. Okay, she said that yesterday morning. We know Charlie Kirk wanted us to pray for such evil. Yeah, we try to do the same. Yeah, but Tyler Robinson's not pro-tranny, But anyway, But something just happened on the side. Uh-oh. Death penalty, prayers, and compassion. Okay, not okay. Ooh, yeah. But there's something that was on the sidebar that got my attention, and I wish I had clicked on it. I wish I had clicked on that because I saw something that did not. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Candace. Hold on. Uh-oh. We got to talk about Candace Owens now. Let me see. Candace Owens. Uh-oh. Candace is doing her conspiracy theorist. She's on her conspiracy theory. Candace Owens said, they're telling us that the sniper quickly disassembled the weapon and put the weapon in the backpack and ran off the roof and away from the scene, only to then take the weapon out his backpack, reassemble it, and then throw it in the woods for the FBI could find it fully assembled. See, Candace Owens is getting into the conspiracy theory now. Uh-oh. She's, yeah. I think I'm subbed to her channel, so she been quiet lately, so she ain't saying anything. So, and look at these people. Meet the, yeah. They're here trying to get people fired from their jobs now. So much about their freedom of speech. Oh, meet Chicago special schools student voice and leadership specialists. On Instagram, Gomez laugh about the assassination and celebrate his death with her daughter. Do your thing, internet. Hold her accountable and get her fired. Yeah, I've been seeing all these get them fired posts all over the internet. Hold on. I can't stand these stupid, idiotic comments like this. Black people saying that Charlie Kirk was racist are overlooking the fact she spent years touring with Candace Owens, a black woman. The same black woman that disparaged dead black men or dead black people being killed by police. I mean, unarmed black men, right? But I'm trying to find somebody. Oh, we got to play this.
Big fan of her, but she's obviously been going down this anti-Semitic bent. And through her, I'm kind of finding out about these other characters online, like Nick, for instance. I'm sure you've heard of them. And these people, they've been active for a long time. And it it seems like they've just been ignored, which is working, but now they're kind of surging in popularity. And as someone who I enjoy watching your debates, are they people you'd be willing to engage with and maybe shut them down in a way through a debate or something like that?
Well, I mean, I'm going to debate Candace. But no, look, I'll debate anybody that shows up at our campus events first and foremost. But I do want to take what you say and extrapolate that there is a corner of the internet of people that want to point and blame the Jews for all their problems. Everybody, this is demonic and it's from the pit of hell, and it should not be tolerated. Period. But it goes to the problem of an entire generation that has economic resentment. They don't own anything. They're not getting married. They're not having children. They're depressed. They're anxious. They're staring at their screens all day long. And if all of a sudden your extrapolation of all that is, well, it's the Jews' fault, that is sloppy and shallow thinking. And not only that, they say, oh, it's the Jews' fault. Okay, let's kind of play this out. Well, tuberculosis, that used to kill about 1 billion people. You know, it's a group of Jewish scientists that came up with the antibiotic that cured tuberculosis.
Okay, yeah. They'll try angling on Candace, right? And yeah, they try to, they're, Candace Owens said, Discord has come to tell us the feds are lying about, Candace Owens said, Discord has come out to tell us that the feds are lying about Charlie Kirk's death. Discord says Tyler Robinson didn't use the platform in planning Charlie Kirk's murder. Uh-oh. Yeah. But something on here actually bothers me. And I saw that a minute ago. And let me do this real quick. Something just bothers me, right? Because I saw that earlier. Something about the Charlie Kirk Act. Wait a minute. Okay, they want a Charlie Kirk Act. Okay. I want the Charlie Kirk Act declares Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the John Brown Gun Club, the Socialist Rifle Association, and other organizations, domestic terror organizations, and reestablish the House Un-American Activities Committee with specific mandate to investigate organizations. Okay, let's do that, right? Okay, let's do that. Can we add the manosphere? Can we add the manosphere to that list? Can we please? If y'all gonna do this, right? And let me try to find. Let me put this up. Right, real quick. Put this up. Right. Can we add the manosphere to that? And why did the screen, coloreds and progressive with guns scared them? Yes, you're right. Wait a minute. And I want y'all to notice something too, though. Right? As you know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. So I'm back. So the minister is right wing, get their support from them, right? So yes, Queen, it's fair use. Yes, we want to fair use this, right? We will fair use, right? Uh-oh. She said Nancy is a terrible oof. Um the boys start looking right wing. They start and then right. You see, yeah, Queen. You see that, right? Soon as she said, "Oh, it's a trans person," and then when they find out he's a Mormon and he's white, well, we're gonna pray and you know, Jesus is on the main line. Come on, really? Now though they want to sing hymns. Now though they want to sit there and sing hymns about about the murderer. It's very asinine, right? You change your tune. They really changed their own tune about that, and it's really frustrating for me, right? It's very frustrating that they get away with that. You know, it's very frustrating. But let me get right back to. Oh wait a minute. Oops. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me. Since I'm on Twitter, I have to be very careful on. Repeal the Civil Rights Act. I gotta be careful real quick. Okay, here's the Spectator. And these people around here are crazy. Conservatives are crazy. They passed a resolution calling for Charlie Kirk to lie and state at the United States Capitol. Again, I'm not going to show you some of Twitter's posts because you know, but I'm trying to look at this Charlie Kirk act that they're trying to pass. You know. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Let me. Yeah. I gotta play this. I gotta play this, y'all. I gotta play this. I'm. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, they already gave him an honor guard. Yeah. So I'm gonna play this, y'all. I'm gonna play this part again. Let me do this. Let me do this because Queen is right. Yeah, fair use. Fair use. So let me go ahead and play this because this is crazy. This is crazy right here. So let me go ahead and play this real quick.
Messages for President Trump and his administration. If you stay to watch the video, please tag him down below, share, and repost so we can try to get this to him as quickly as possible and hope that he can do something with this. President Trump, as a supporter who voted for you 3 times, I am hoping and praying that you will revisit what Barack Obama and Joe Biden got rid of back in 2013, which is the Smith-Mundt Act, which held news corporations accountable for lying to the American people and spreading propaganda instead of truth. I think instead of bringing it back as a Smith-Mundt Act, you name it the Charlie Kirk Act, you make it a law, and you make it damn near impossible for these people to continue to lie to the American public, which has brought chaos, hatred, division, and anarchy all across this country. fines out the ass, which will damn near bankrupt their company should they lie to the American people ever again. They can have their opinions, that's fine. They need to state that it is their opinion and that it is not a fact. Because of their constant lies, a man lost his life over it. Because of the constant hateful rhetoric of calling him a fascist and a Nazi and a white supremacist and a bigot, the same thing that they called you, this man is dead. I think this would be a great legacy for him to have a law named after him to force journalists to finally start telling the truth and having the integrity that they have lacked for over a decade. I hope that this gets to you. I hope that you think about it and that you pass it into law. Because we are on a dangerous path right now with the constant lies and the propaganda. And that doesn't end just at news journalists. It needs to go to content creators who consistently spread lies and propaganda and half-truths.
Whoa, wait a minute, baby. Well, to buy that logic, right? Let's talk about the logic of all this. The logic is when the late Charlie Kirk slandered the fire chief of Austin, Texas, over the flooding. I forgot the town, the county with that flood, because it happened on the Guadalupe River. So when he slandered and blamed the fire chief for not assisting the people that was over 100 miles away, which was 2.5 hours away from his city, wouldn't that affect Charlie Kirk if he was alive, ma'am? But then again, and I have to let my my personal bias came into this. Maybe we might want to do that against Cynthia G. Maybe we want to do that against use that law against Cynthia G, Kristen Carazon, maybe the Black Manosphere, O'Shea, BGS, Angerman, Rollo Tomasi. Maybe we'll do that against Fresh and Fit. Isn't Fresh and Fit a conservative who hangs around with Nick? Maybe we should use that law against Brandon Tatum. Every time a black person gets shot, he called them Dougs. Or anytime when Candace Owens, when maybe we should go back to sue Candace Owens for going after Ahmaud Arbery. If we can go by that law that you set out, ma'am. You see how this works? You see, we can play that game. And for me, I'm for it. I want Cynthia G to go. I want Obsidian to go. I want Rollo Tomasi to go. I want Angerman to go. I want Kristen Carazon to go too. I want all of them to go. You see how that worked? So now, because it hurt your side, and I'm not talking about Charlie Kirk's passing, but it goes against what Charlie Kirk is for, right, ma'am? About freedom of speech. Have you see? I'm just saying. What's going on, Eric Bird? What's going on with you? Yeah, Queen said. The people on the right are deeply delusional, and it's highly disturbing. Yeah. And she doesn't want to do that. All the right does is spread it. Listen. We can talk about when Glenn Beck got on that radio show and slandered President Obama during the Horizon oil field fire, the Horizon disaster that happened in the Gulf, the oil spill, the Horizon oil spill. Daddy, will you plug the hole? Because because Glenn Beck tried to make it uh uh create a sexual innuendo between Obama and one of his daughters about plugging the hole. Should we sue Glenn Beck? Hey, listen, I am for it. So when it comes to your side, okay, I'll take it. Long as Glenn Beck gets his, long as Sean Hannity gets his, long as the Manosphere gets theirs, long as the BWE gets theirs, I am cool with that. See, understand it's going to affect your side too. Yeah, discussing that people who claim they're of God. Right, exactly, Fred. But let me finish what she said though.
Needs to end, and people need to start being held accountable for baseless claims over absolute abysmal things. It needs to end. So please, if you have it in your heart to have the time to do this, get this in front of Congress, get this passed as a law, and start holding these news corporations, be they right, left, or center, accountable for their behavior.
And I agree with you. But understand, Charlie Kirk would be, if he was still alive, it would put him in jeopardy too. But again, I am for that. I'm for it. Yeah, go ahead. I want the Charlie Kirk Act to pass. Yeah, I'm for it. Do it. I'm for it. Call your legislator, email them, tweet them. I believe there's absolutely no way to come together as a country to introduce the Charlie Kirk Gun Safety Act. Pass it on. You know what? I might want to sit there and you know what is this Gun Safety Act? See, that's gun control. Gun control. The article here is shared as a hit piece on Charlie Kirk that actually shows that Charlie was right. You see that? We about to have gun control. Hey, now, Miss Sunkiss, remember what we talked about on Mo's channel, on Mo'Rick Delk's channel earlier, in like an hour ago or so. Listen, they're already looking for. How you going to be saying you're looking for Donald Trump? Y'all looking for Donald Trump to save gun rights, but now you're on and favoring more gun control. Did Mr. Kirk say something about he doesn't mind a few people being deleted in order to save the Second Amendment? Now, though, y'all go against what he says, and now you want a Charlie Kirk Gun Violence Prevention Act to, one, secure that people with histories of violence in the state can't easily buy guns. Is that what Obama was trying to pass? Is that what the Democrats was trying to pass? Even that what the Mitt Romneys of the world was trying to pass? Come on now. Exponentially increase mental healthcare funding. Wait a minute. Isn't that what Obamacare? Then y'all got that out of the Affordable Care Act. Y'all took that out of the Affordable Care Act. That's now called Obamacare. And this person, right, 75% of political assassination has been committed by people affiliated with the right wing. The better take is to understand political violence is committed by a very little subset of unwell people should not have the ability to wield weapons. The Charlie Kirk Act, federal assault weapons ban, and $250 billion for police agencies. Wait a minute. Charlie Kirk Act, banning disruptive social media, Discord, and Blue Sky, making blasphemy and federal hate crime tax loophole for. Oh, okay. What he's doing is trolling. That right there's a troll right there. But some of these people around here ain't trolling. They really is very. They're very you know you know. But yeah. Talking about we want to take away. Again, like what I said about the lady. I'm for it. Everything she said I'm for it. Listen, Big J is for it. Big J is for it. I'm definitely for it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. It's very man, y'all just mm. Let me say something real quick about the last live stream, right? I appreciate the support from the last live stream. Thank y'all for the donations on my buy me coffee. Thank y'all for the donations on my Cash App. And I do feel a little bit better, even though I'm somewhat hurt over the Gabe situation. But since Gabe said yes, I went ahead and did it. Yeah, that's that's still that still rubbed me the wrong way. But hey, I guess it since there's a game between Rudy Imp and Gabe. Okay, I'll go ahead and accept it. All right, I'll accept it. I slept on that, so even though because it feels bad in my spirit because that was one of my main gripes that people will use YouTube or use the monetary part of social media to silence people. So I just I feel bad. I used to preach against that, right? And it kind of made me into a liar. But since Gabe said he's okay with it, I went ahead and and took it. So so Gabe can come back in October the 12th. And the second thing that happened, let me also say I'm not apologizing for that. what happened over the other issue. I'm not gonna apologize over that. I will defend my loyal people who are loyal to me. I will defend them, and you know, I don't give 2 ounces of a damn. Um, you know, I don't give 2 ounces of a damn about race or religion or whatever the case may be. Uh, don't be talking shit in the chat room and expect no pushback. Um, so yeah, and that, and that was waiting on my heart too. So yeah, but anyway, hold on. I don't know who that is in that chat room, but we're not talking about trans people. I don't know what you were talking about. We're not talking about trans people over here. So, but anyway, I thank everybody for the support, for the monetary support, and so forth. And I'm gonna cut this short because I know this is early morning. It's 5:08 a.m. where I'm at. So, and thank y'all for coming. And I'll talk to y'all next time. And I might be live this afternoon. I'm not sure. Might be live this afternoon. It's gonna be another short live. So anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll see y'all.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.